Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining our live demonstration today. Um, we'll give everyone a few minutes to join. If you can, there is a poll. If you guys could just select which CAD system you're using, that's going to help us. And if it's other, if you could just in the chat, if you could share which one it is. Also, the chat is private, so no one will see your responses. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Let's give everyone just another maybe minute or so to join, and then we can get started. For those who are joining, there is a poll. If you guys don't mind answering that would be very helpful for us. Okay. We'll give everyone another 20 seconds or so, and we could get started. For those who are just joining, if you guys don't mind, just filling out the poll of the CAD system you use, that'd be fantastic. Okay, and I think we can get started now. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We appreciate it. My name is Jared. I'm in charge of revenue here at OpenBOM. With me, I have Pedro. He's our customer success specialist. So really, the goal of this live demonstration is to demonstrate how we go from CAD to BOMs, and we're going to also highlight some of the best practices with this. At the end of the session, you guys will be able to ask questions in the chat. We might not have time to go through all of them. So if we are not able to answer your questions, we'll reach out, and then we could schedule time to go deeper into your case study, or we'll just answer your question later on. So again, thank you, everyone, for joining, and let me pass it to Pedro.
Okay, thanks, Jared. Yeah, so today we're gonna see, how to extract the maximum value from your existing CAD tools. So I'm gonna show you a few different CAD systems from SolidWorks, Onshape, Fusion, also through Altium Designer for ECAD, and also talk about best practices how to, massage CAD data. When I mean massage, is you just nurture it, make sure you have all the right levels that you want to bring to your bill of materials, and how you can start building, the BOM that you want to collaborate with procurement or with manufacturing. So let's get started and see, the scenario we have for today. So I'll be using two different products. So it will be, multi MCAD and ECAD example where we have like this soldering station. So we're going to make some examples to collaborate over it. The other, we're also going to talk about the bill material of Bicycle and some of the levels we are extracting to it. So most of the components of this Bicycle, it's assembled and with a few manufactured items like the reflector. So we have a few components that you have technical drawings from it. So this was already extracted from CAD. So you have different elements, different levels, different documentation. We probably seen in other videos that we can extract all these derivatives from CAD systems like step files, PDFs out of drawings. So you can easily extract this from your CAD system, or even DXFs for laser cutting. So you can bring all that. So this will be one of the examples, and how to bring the right levels to OpenBOM that you want to manage and track for your uh, product structures or bill of materials. Um, so the difference between a product structure and a bill of materials, the product structures could have your complete intellectual property, your complete levels from all from all levels. Even if you have contract manufacturers, you might want to capture what the contract manufacturer is building into drawings and materials. So you have complete structures versus the manufacturing BOMs, for example. They are a lot more focused on materials levels, what you actually buy to assemble in house. But let's go through and see different CAD systems and see how you can extract data from them. So we'll start with SolidWorks. So the first thing would be, for example, starting to filter the right levels that you want to send to OpenBOM. So when I mean right levels is doing things like this. Like if you have a purchase assembly, for example, you don't want to bring all the children. Like you just want to bring one item to your bill of material. So this starts by using the right options in your CAD system to exclude from BOM. So for example, in SolidWorks, you can just use this setting, exclude from BOM, in properties. So you can use either that setting, exclude from bill of materials. Each assembly also has options to control the children. So if you look into SolidWorks example and you go into configuration specific properties, this is more for the SolidWorks users. You have actually settings to control what happens for child component display, like you can show or hide children. In this case, I'm using the exclude option to hide everything. SolidWorks also has another option for phantom assemblies, which is the promote setting. So you can also use that to prevent too many levels to go to your engineering BOM. Let's talk about what you have in CAD is your CAD BOM, and what you are sending to OpenBOM will be your first engineering BOM, which has the right levels that you want to manage. So, for example, let's say you have like an assembly that is for drawing only purposes. Like it's for performance of SolidWorks. It's to show on a drawing. So you actually don't physically assemble a chain and this crank element. So you basically don't want to track this assembly. So you can filter them by saying it's you want to promote this in this case SolidWorks. So how to do that in CAD in SolidWorks? You can just basically use that promote option there. So if you do that, you are basically promoting. Uh, so this assembly is dissolved, like it doesn't show up in OpenBOM, and you are filtering that level up. So you can do. So if you notice what you are sending to OpenBOM, notice that we are just bringing this next level, the crank sub. So that's the only level we are bringing. That one is being dissolved. So that's only that one that we are bringing to the root. So you can really filter which assemblies you really want to track and start assigning part numbers to it. This same option is available on other CAD systems. So let's look, for example, into Fusion 360. So Fusion 360, you can do the same thing. So if you right click on a component, notice that we have those options available, exclude from BOM and mark as purchase. So this will make it a purchase assembly. So we are not bringing children to open BOM. So you have those filters there. The same with OnShape. So OnShape has similar functions. So if you look into a component properties, you can also control what is the behavior on a bill of material, and we have a very tight integration with all these systems. So we actually bring so you have the exclude from BOM setting there too, and you also can control the BOM behavior. So for this case, show assembly only will be a purchase assembly, so no children. Show components only will be dissolving the assembly and will be like a phantom, like you just gonna promote the children and dissolve the assembly itself. So plenty of options. So this will be the first recommendation when getting the most out of your CAD data. It's spending some time to actually focus what you want to see, let's say on a manufacturing bill of material, what you really use for CAD performance, CAD collaboration with multiple users, drawing only purposes, and then starting, thinking about which sort of structures you really want to bring to your bill of material. Now, you can combine also ECAD with MCAD. So let's bring an example with SolidWorks where that is possible. I might be pushing the limits of my workstation, so I'll be closing some applications as soon as I don't need them. So if we look into this example here, we have a full, full product with MCAD and ECAD. Notice that from the SolidWorks side of things, we bring all the mechanical items from SolidWorks. So you can just see quickly the thumbnail. And up to the SolidWorks level, we have this component, which is the PCB. It's a part in SolidWorks. It has no children. But what we are doing is we are bringing this part number to Altium, and we are extracting the bill of materials. So I have that same PCB in Altium. Actually, this was exported from Altium to SolidWorks. So what I did is was basically export as IDF file and then import this IDF file into SolidWorks. That's the recommended file format. Don't go for per solid other highly detailed models that you have too much detail for that you don't need. Again, optimize for best practices and for performance. So if you notice in SolidWorks, and if you update the BOM from Altium, so you can do that with the OpenBOM integration too. So you can go there and just click on create update bill of material. There's a BOM in Altium already with all these items on it. And you can see a complete full product structure or bill of material, even from inside SolidWorks. Like notice that the children were all updated by Altium. So the Altium has the same part number, and then it's just bringing the light. So you can have a complete full product structure inside SolidWorks and collaborate with multiple teams from ECAD and MCAD. So another recommendation is having unique part numbers in your design. So if you have a part that you manage, you control physically, it has a number, it has a part number. Having that information in the CAD model helps to prevent duplication and have more accuracy when you reuse that part in multiple assemblies. So having that sort of a unique part number is important. OpenBOM can help, creating even unique part numbers. We can create new catalogs and set up part numbering schemas. So you can either do this in OpenBOM, or if you have another system that masters part numbers, you can also bring that number from there. But we do have functionality to manage part numbers, so we can set up a new part numbering schema like prefixes and counters. You can also put your starting number where you are starting if you already have a rolling number going through, and then you can really drive that part numbering from directly from your CAD system. So you can start even creating a new part and giving a new number and generating the next number for you. So you can, for example, select a catalog that might have its own different prefix or part number, and OpenBOM will give that number for you and assign it to your model. So you can just use that. If you save your parts as with the same file name as the part number, you can just save the file name, or you can put a different counter there or a drawing if you use different document numbers from part numbers. So we support all those different methods, but having unique numbers, it's a good practice so you can achieve accurate bill of materials, and you can combine, for example, information from ECAD and MCAD together if you have a cross-reference part number to bridge the data together. Okay, so let's look into a few more examples on best practices and getting the most out of your CAD data. So another area that you can invest is, CAD has so many information that you can use. For example, length, areas. Notice that we can capture from CAD a lot of information that can be used for costing or for manufacturing. So we can bring from SolidWorks any of these properties, things like bounding box areas, cutting lengths, total length of material being used. So I've seen so many cases, people relying on Excel to calculate this material, calculating total lengths of material, calculating areas to laser cut. So the CAD has so much precise information that is parametric, is associative. It can change according to your different projects, and you can extract that information, similar to your bill of materials just by using a bit of a CAD setup. For example, for SolidWorks, it's actually possible to change that the quantity that you use, it's a different field instead of each. So if you look into SolidWorks and go into the property of a component, you can actually say the BOM quantity is not each, it's not how many do you have on assembly. It can actually be driven by a property, for example, length. And OpenBOM integrates with this. So we have, the best integration in the market. It integrates deeply with the CAD functions, and you could do things like this, like are extracting the raw material. It's the same raw material code from all this sub-assembly, and we have the length in inches or meters being extracted. We have the total length there on the bottom. You can also roll it up into a flattened view. It is the same part number, same material, so you can have the total length of all this assembly that you need to cut in one single view. So no Excel, no extra calculation, no extra risk of errors, and you can work directly on this information that is extracted from different systems. Fusion and Onshape, they all provide areas and lengths information that you can use to calculate this efficiently. And it can also bring a lot of value to be able to do so. You can also, if you don't want to use raw material codes directly and you want to create a separate part number per element, if you want to track it that way, you can always get procurement to work concurrently in your bill of materials. So they are focused on materials, for example. If you look into the bike example, the reflector from the CAD standpoint, it goes up to the reflector plate. So that's where SolidWorks goes up to. Like if you focus more in this component, let's see it on the tree. That's the reflector assembly. Notice that we have highlighting from one view to the other, so you can actually understand what is related to the OpenBOM interface to SolidWorks. We can actually see that this is the last level, so there's no children, it's not a sub-assembly. But then someone concurrently can be working in this promoted to be a bill of material and add the material code, add the lengths being consumed in inches, and add extra costs like labor. So you can work concurrently, and you can even work real time. If you see another user working here, he will have like a different color. He will see it real time updating. So everything is web based and updated real time. So you can fully see full item information. You can see it from inside SolidWorks, and keep that information updated every time you click on the update BOM setting. Again, a few other examples where you can collaborate with your engineering BOMs and work towards, for example, a bill of material that you might want to share with manufacturing. So notice that you can control the order of components. So this can be different from the SolidWorks order. You can also specify in our integration that we follow the SolidWorks order. So there's plenty of options there. So we can select the order will be the CAD structure order. So how you order those components, you can drag and drop them, move them up and down, and change the order in this view. So we can follow that, or it's just something that is completely different. Most cases, the order of the bill of material, if you're looking into a manufacturing BOM, would be more like the order that you assemble. For example, the chain might be on the bottom, the reflectors might be one of the last items because that's the one of the last things to assemble. So it's very common that a manufacturing BOM starts to have that order of manufacturing, and you can start working towards that and work towards independent bill of materials. So all these interfaces are available through a simple web interface. You can, work in complete bill of materials. That's the bike example. Multi-level. You can create different views to share with different users, like different views that you can share with manufacturing. You can share all drawings. You can even share this as a drawing pack if you want to. So you can extract that information, uh, that CAD generated information with others very easily. So you can, for example, export all these PDFs and step files in just one button, and all this information that you collected from CAD is available to be shared with others on a zip file. And imagine if you are saving some time if you are doing this manually over and over with your current CAD functions, creating PDFs, creating step files. So you can do that, or even you have the option to share this bill of material with a supplier or a vendor. So you can share with him, put his email, uh, share by a view. So a view will enable you to share the right columns and the right BOM lines. You can also filter by BOM lines. For example, you could filter that uh, a specific supplier only views the BOM lines where he is the supplier. So you can create a view, share this one with him. It can be read-only. You can also assign, write access, so you can actually even update cost directly if you wanted to, if you allow it to. But this example is read only, and you are just providing access to the step file download link, so he can just download one of these components and then start working on it. If you update the bill of material or create new revisions, they will have access to the latest information. So you have full control to what information you extract from CAD, and it's very easy to share that information with others. So I went through some of the options how to extract information from CAD. Every um, a lot of these integrations, they are very well documented in our training area. So if you're looking to explore how to integrate with your CAD systems, I recommend going to our training courses, going to OpenBOM CAD systems documentation, find your CAD system of choice or preference, and then understand, how to use it, what sort of steps do you need to do, how to assign part numbers, for example, how to save back data back to CAD, for example. We have a lot of videos, and this starts some examples, for example, how to change from descriptive part numbers back to an assigned part number. So you can do that in different CAD systems. Some examples how to do that. Just click on the reload new part number button, and this will give you the next number available. And then you can actually update back to the CAD system using the update BOM. So you can then update this back into, this example is back into Fusion. So similar functionality is available on other CAD systems, but look into these materials. We also provide onboarding through most of our plans. So during onboarding, we help you set up your CAD system, your engineering BOMs the best way. You can also give recommendations about how to structure your CAD BOMs, how to massage them. You know, if you are using configuration specific properties or variants in CAD, we can also help with advice on those. And yeah, we'll be more than welcome to have you and get the most out of your CAD data. So yeah, that's what I was wanting to show today, just around from CAD BOMs to eBOMs and product structures. So Jared, do we have any questions there? So it's a good time for questions now.
Yes, Pedro, thank you. We do have one question. Do we have a KiCad integration?
Sorry, can say that again?
KiCad.
KiCad. So currently we don't have a KiCad integration. We do have a list of our current integrations in our integrations page. So you can also have a look which ones are available. If we don't have an integration with an existing one, we can talk about bringing that up as as a service if that's something you want to do. So this is the list of the existing ones. We can build one that if it's not available.
And we'll give everyone else a few moments to ask the questions. Another one was, do you support Solid Edge?
Yes, we do. We support Solid Edge. Yes, the answer is yes.
Another one is, what kind of workflows can be implemented on OpenBOM?
So you can implement, change management workflows, the release process. So we have features to manage changes and change requests. So all these can go through, how to approve products, how to release. The approve process allows you to understand what's being approved, what are the affected items of a change that you are releasing. For example, you can see that this change has these two affected items. You very easily can go where used, understand the next level or even the top level where it's used. Some systems don't, it's very hard to see the top level. So notice the value of that. You have to go one level at a time and understand. So we can provide top level access and see where it's used. And you can also go granular and understand, what are the dependencies, where things are used, and even go granular if you want. You can go and see where used and investigate. All this is very helpful for change management to analyze impact and make a faster decision about the change if you have the information available to you. So the answer is workflows, approvals, releases, and um, and also new part number generation.
A follow-up question to that, is it possible to have several approvers for the same item?
The answer is yes. So you define those in your template settings. So you define which users are part of an approval process and define if they are mandatory or not for that approval.
Fantastic. Do you offer read-only permissions for different users?
Yes, we do. So when you create users and manage your team, you can assign different permissions from different sort of users. So you can create new ones and assign what sort of permissions he has access, read only, edit by view. It's just that example. He only see the columns and BOM lines set by the view. No access is they don't have access to anything accept what you share with him. So at a point in time, you can share bombs or catalogs. So he only sees what you share with that user.
Give everyone else a few more moments to ask a question. What is the relationship between object and document structures and object in BOMs?
So our approach, our data model, are centralized on items and bombs and bill materials. That's the center of our information. Everything an item can be any part, a consumable, anything that adds to cost. So you can associate documents which each item, even by dragging and dropping from your computer. So an item can have any sort of a different attributes, and one of the attributes can be different documents, like a BOM reference or a document. You can actually drag and drop from your computer an existing file, and uh, it's very easy to add. Like, can be just even drag and drop. So you can just drag and drop, and it will be uploaded. So it's that easy to associate multiple items to existing multiple documents to an existing item. So we also have an area where you can manage your CAD files and engineering documents. It's called OpenBOM Design. So you go into that area, you install this tool, the Workspace Manager. So you install that Windows component in your machine. It looks like this. And you start synchronizing your local documents to the OpenBOM storage. So you click on, you map your current projects or folders into local folders, into your machines. Notice that all this data is on my local machine. And then you'll see all your documents in OpenBOM. You can also lock or unlock the write access. So you only have one user making changes and prevent file conflicts between files. So we have those two areas: either manage your engineering documentation or then associate release data that you might want to share with others and control those documents on items and BOMs.
Okay, guys, are there any other questions? Okay, well, I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. If you guys do have any extra questions we did not answer, please reach out to support@openbom.com. All right, thank you everyone for your time. I appreciate it. Bye, guys.
Thank you.